Hi guys, so the Ravage chapter in my game PIGGY Desolate Disruption came out 2 weekends ago, and here's an entire timeline of how the chapter was made, as well as some scrap stuff that didn't make the chapter. The chapter I honestly think is the best chapter slash update that's came out of the game within the past year, and I'm really proud of what me and my team cooked up. Alright, so development started back in very late September when I had an idea for a short Halloween chapter. And basically my original idea was that the chapter would have 2 bots with tripwires around the map that you would have to do a quick time event to get out of. Here's a screenshot of what the map looked like in a super early stage made by me, which was later remade by PIGGY. There was also a plan to add rain and thunder into the chapter, but got scrapped because I think we just forgot it or something. Here's a really early version of the maze layout that was made in late September by me, which did sort of get used in the chapter, but some parts of it were switched around. On the same day is when Carver started to be worked on by Momo, and here's a very early screenshot of what the head looked like. There was also a scrapped idea to add some civilians that you could interact with outside of the maze, but it got scrapped since it didn't really make sense and it ruined the atmosphere. A couple days after this, PIGGY started to get the work on the map that was actually made extremely fast, within a week, and during this time the concept art for Carver that Momo made was made, as well as the concept art for Bastion by Bond, and the inventory system started to be worked on by Wiz. Then a flashlight was added to the chapter by Wiz, and the concept art for Tony, Protoface, Riley, and Connor were all finished, as well as the inventory system. Then Momo made some lighting for the chapter that was super sick, and the item system was done the day after. And I don't know if many people saw this, but here was the teaser that was shown during our PiggyCon presentation, and 2 days later FlashCat made this Tony model that was scrapped because he said he wasn't able to make the rest of the uninfected models, so Bond stepped in and was able to make all 4 of them in that same weekend. Then some more progress on Carver was made. Progress was going pretty smoothly on the chapter until Wiz, who was originally supposed to animate the starting cutscene, couldn't do it, so I had to try and find someone to do it, and I found a person who could make it, and they started making some progress until they said they were sick and were going to be out for a while. So this resorted to me actually animating the starting cutscene all by myself, which actually ended up pretty good for my first ever fully animated cutscene. Then on the 18th, the Protoface model was finished that was modeled by PIGGY, and he actually made 2 versions of Protoface, one with a carriage and one not with one, and we ended up using the one without a carriage. Originally FlashCat was supposed to make the Protoface model, but due to IRL conflicts he wasn't able to fully model it before PIGGY finished his model, so it was scrapped. Around this time is also when the hiding spots began to be worked on, and some more progress on Carver modeled by Momo. The day after, the sprint bar was made by Wiz. Then I made this graveyard event that was heavily inspired by this event in Uncharted 4 that was eventually scrapped because we had too many events in the chapter, but yeah. Some more progress on Carver was made the day after by Momo. Then on the 20th, Carver was finished by Momo, and this also when he posted a little leak of the model that was peaked. On the same day I made this scrapped run animation for Carver that was scrapped because it just looked way too goofy. Then for the next few days development went very good. On the 22nd, the Carver chase scene was finished by Melody that was extremely fire and will hopefully be uploaded to YouTube very soon. On the 25th, Wiz made all of Carver's items that were super sick, and the walk was remade later that day by Momo. Also, here's a old version of Carver's jump scare made by Wiz that eventually got remade. Then Wiz began to start scripting Carver's patrol AI that was just so peak, like I don't understand how he made it, but yeah. Then on the 30th, this Halloween made menu theme by Melody was made, and also the trailer was made by me. Then on the 1st of November, Wiz made this subtitle system that was super epic. And on the same day, PIGGY started animating the ending cutscene, and the broken gate climb animation thing was finished by Wiz. Then Momo made this portal at the entrance of the chapter that I don't even know how he made. On the 4th, the icon started to be worked on by Bond, and it was finished on the 8th when Momo made some adjustments to it. And then this was around the time when the chapter was beginning to wrap up, so I made the badge icons for Warp Station and this chapter, and then the key shards were made. Then I actually commissioned Xavier for a voice line for Protoface around halfway through October, and finally got it back, but we scrapped it since it didn't really fit with the chapter, and yeah. And after this we kind of just made some final changes to the chapter, made mobile support on the last day that like half worked, and then released. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and the release of the chapter. It was generally such a fun time making this chapter with my team, and I cannot wait to see you guys for the chapter when we work later in December. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Take care and goodbye.